Commentor Frost, happy Sunday morning. That's what it is for me. We're going to talk a little bit more about the coup in Ukraine. I'm sorry, the attempted coup in Russia. There may be a coming coup in Ukraine too, but we're going to do it a little bit different. Before I get going, I want to remind you guys, head over to the Discord channel and join. I would love to see you there. But what we're going to be talking about is you, the viewer, and you and your comments. Your comments were incredible. You guys, what I like about this community is that y'all don't agree with me just because I say something, and we don't argue with each other. We're not brainwashed zombies like pro-Ukrainians are. And you guys had you had different opinions and a different take than what I had, and I like what y'all said. Let's just get to it. The first up is Miss Aliason. Actually, I can't say it, but this has been a long time viewer. I haven't seen you in a long time. Post in the comments, and I'm glad you're doing well and you're still around. Thank you for commenting today. And she states, and I presume she, forgive me if I'm wrong, about the running out of ammo. It doesn't matter. That will be corrected. NATO cannot be defeated unless the U.S. is successfully sneak attack. However, NATO cannot also win a war. It would always end in a big, long slugfest with massive amounts of casualties and forced conscriptions on both sides. He's basically saying that it would be a bloody tie, that nobody could win such a conflict, regardless of what NATO's ammunition supply currently is. That doesn't matter. They would fix that, and yeah, you know what? Russia wouldn't be allowed to win if they started marching through Germany to France and all the way to England. This thing would go nuclear, and it wouldn't be pretty. From Kwasamabi, who is NATO? Turkey. If Turkey leaves and France leaves NATO once again, and a few more other, then what is NATO? Nothing. NATO is not that unified. Are the northern countries willing to die for the southern countries bordering Russia? Also, I would state Turkey doesn't have a beef with Russia. Is Turkey really going to throw in and fight Russia? If Russia were to attack Finland and Sweden, who aren't really that nice to Turkey, is Turkey willing to die for them? And as we have seen, are they willing to die for Turkey? There is no unity in NATO, so I see that also. Gomsky down here was stating, I really like Wagner. What happened to Prigoshin is that he had a meltdown. I think that may be true. See, you guys disagree with me. I said he got bought off by the CIA, and you guys are saying here, you know what, he just had a meltdown, and I think that's very possible. I like that you guys just don't agree with me to agree with me. I like that you have your own independent minds. Over here, Antonio, he caught my little thing in there. I throw a little fun. Thanks much for mentioning. No, this is Daniel. He's over. He does a lot of posts over on the Discord channel, and you'll love his posts. Thanks, man, for mentioning the Russian withdrawal from Keiv. Daniel came up with the concept, and I saw something else on that this could have been a ploy on Putin's part of moving Wagner closer to Keiv. Because after this alleged coup, Wagner is now 100 kilometers from Keiv, and they could easily now be utilized as the point of the spear in taking Keiv. And I do think, and I've heard a couple other people hint to it also. It's really something I'm pushing more than not, that I think the Russian forces are going to move on Keiv. Also down here, and I know you can't read some of these, so I'm reading them the best I can. Mirandella, and it's further down here. Look at the facts, guys. Prigoshin had a breakdown. This will be the second person basically saying the same thing. So I'm going to put more credibility on that option. This was obvious from the last month's statement. And yeah, he's been acting crazy for quite a bit ago. The straw that popped his mind was when he was told Wagner will become part of the army and he will lose any independent decision. July 1st, all Wagner members need to sign a contract with the Russian MOD. Russia, and this is the danger of having a private military unit that large in your country. And Russia, they want them to kiss the ring. They want the Wagners to officially be part of the Russian military, answer to the Russian military. Now they can still have their own commanders and do their thing the way they do, but they are part of the Russian military, and that would be a tough. You raise this puppy, it's all big and mean and beefy, and then they take it away from you, and that maybe could have contributed to him losing, popping a nut in his head, and the stress just got to him. So those are two of the possibilities that people put out there that were counter to what I was saying. Is that Prigozhin could have just stressed out. He had a mental breakdown. The other is that this could have been a psyop that Putin with Prigozhin and the MOD put together in order to move the Wagner troops closer to Kiev. As I'm suggesting, very few people are suggesting this that I have seen. Maybe some are, is that Russia's next move is to go on Kiev. That this is the alleged terms of the negotiation with Prigozhin. The Wagner PMC troops will be incorporated into and merged into the Russian armed forces. That he didn't want to do, and that I had mentioned over on the Discord channel was probably the key, the spark that got him going and thinking about this rebellion. I think that all the talk, all his noble talk, is a bunch of bullcrap. Ultimately, at the very, very base, he does not want to lose that pit bull that he raised from a puppy, which are the Wagners. Washington Post, pro-Ukrainian newspaper. U.S. spies learned in mid-June Prigozhin was planning armed action in Russia. This goes back to my theory. Remember, we discuss things here. I like your comments, and I know that many of you didn't agree with my take that Prigozhin got bought off by the CIA. And I am backing away from that, but there was information out there. The U.S. spies learned in mid-June that Prigozhin was planning armed action in Russia. The intelligence fed concerned about whether Vladimir Putin will remain in power and what any instability could mean for the control of Russia's nuclear arsenal. So if the U.S. knew that he was planning it and Western papers were talking about it, then you know that the Russians knew. So I don't know. This is just up there. Let's say if the U.S. knew, how did they know? Did they say, hey, bro, if you're going to do this, you're going to need a little backup. So we got money we can give you. We can give you support. And it would be stupid of the Western powers not to talk to Prigozhin about overthrowing Russia. If they suspect he's going to do it, then they're going to go, hey, bro, give us a call once you get that going. Here's a few extra funds. That's possible. But if they knew, then Russia knew. And Russia said, hey, bro, you're gonna turn on us, are you? And somebody was saying this could have been, hey, let me show you a video. This is awesome. You got them looking at each other. You got the two armies. $6.2 billion richer. So as I was saying, it is possible that the CIA did stick their finger in the pot when they thought Prigozhin was going to turn on Putin. And that Putin, the master chess player, said, hey, I know what you're up to. I know they gave you money. How about because you don't have much of a choice. How about we do a little play on them? And this may have been a counter flip. Putin outplayed everybody. He got what he wanted. He's in a stronger position. He flushed out anti-Putinistas that came out of the woodwork. There weren't a lot, but there were enough. And Putin got to see who's by his side, who supports him, and who would string him up by the nearest light pole in Red Square if they could. And now he knows who they are. All of this is beginning to look like a master stroke of genius on the part of Putin. All right, guys, thanks for watching today's show. It was a little catch-up from yesterday, but there's just more information trickling in. But mostly I want to stay with that main theme that I appreciate your input. And I am so happy that I am part of a community of people who discuss things. We don't lockstep ideas. We disagree with each other, but we're respectful about it. And we are open-minded. We are open-minded enough to change our minds when we see a different perspective, if it makes sense to us. So again, thank you for being here. Y'all have a good day later. Bye.